What is up, my homies? In today's video I am going to show you how to get the spinning gravity thrust Ash of War and apply it to a colossal weapon. Now I'm not sure if this is intended to be this way, but we are going to abuse it. Once you apply the Ash of War, it is actually going to allow you to use a blood affinity on it as well, giving it a bleed proc. Step number 1, we first have to acquire the original weapon with the Ash of War. From the 3 paths cross Grace, follow the exact path that I'm drawing out on the screen. From the high road cross Grace, follow the path that I draw out until you end up at the Muirth Ruins. From here I'm going to speed it up by 400%, but follow the path that I'm taking on screen and you'll get there no problem. Once you get to Bonnie Village, from the Grace turn left and follow the path that I take. We are going to find ourselves one of the gestures that will allow us to access a secret area. It is not needed for this weapon, however, it is definitely worth getting while you're in this location, because you'll need it in the future. Just underneath this tree you are going to find yourself a glowing item, pick it up, and this is the Oh Mother gesture. Now continue following the path that I take and I'll see you in a bit. Once you get to the Church District entrance, touch the Grace. If this is your first time here, you will notice that the floor of this area will be completely flooded with water. In my case it wasn't because I already turned it off, and I'll show you how to do that as well. It's not needed for this weapon, just like the gesture we unlocked, but it will help you in the future, because you can then explore the area. From here, continue following the path that I'm taking on the screen. Once you get to this area you will see a Fire Knight enemy. You'll want to take the first left. This is not mandatory for the weapon, however this is where you're gonna go to turn the water levels down. Once you pull the lever, all of the water levels in this area will drop and you will now be able to jump down and explore. But anyways, back on track, let's show you how to get that weapon. From the same area that we were just at with the Fire Knight, you'll want to continue following the path that I'm taking in the game. Once you take the final lift down, you are going to see a Grace point. This is the Grace just before Commander Gaius boss fight. Don't worry, even though the boss fight is hard, I'll show you a cheese method to kill him quick. Remember that gesture that we unlocked? I'll show you quickly how to use it and unlock the secret area. Instead of running straight to the boss fight, take the door to the right, stand directly in front of this wall and use the Oh Mother gesture. You'll notice that the secret door will start to move and this is going to open up a new area for you. I will now show you how to easily kill the boss. Make sure you have Mohg's spear and a mimic equipped. Once you traverse the mist, take a sharp right, run as fast as you can and hide behind this pillar. You'll notice that the commander will try to run towards you. The second he squeezes by you, run back around and hide behind the other edge of the pillar. From here you can go ahead and summon your mimic tier, heal up, hug the pillar and start spamming the special attack. You'll notice that it's going to trigger massive amounts of damage the second the bleed procs. And if you thought that was powerful, just wait until your mimic starts to spam it as well. If at any point you start to see a purple attack charging underneath you, you'll want to back up a little bit so you don't get hit like I did. And that is pretty much it. Commander Gaius has been deleted. You will receive the remembrance of the wild boar rider, and this is what we will trade for that special weapon. But just before we do that, if you continue going into this area, you will see that there will be an enemy on the left side. It is going to be an enemy riding a wolf. You will have to defeat the enemy that is on top of the wolf. A legendary item will drop on the ground, Gaius's Greaves. Before we leave this area, run north a little bit more until you reach the Skadoo Tree Chalice, and here you will be able to find 5 Skadoo Tree fragments. Definitely recommend getting them. Now you'll want to head to Finger Reader Enya and exchange the Remembrance for the Sword Lance. You'll notice that there's the Spinning Gravity Thrust Ash of War on it. Also, after picking up Gaius's Greaves from the wolf that we killed, you will be able to purchase the whole set of armor from Enya as well. Once you have the weapon, go to Hugh and select the Ashes of War tab. Hit the Sword Lance, select the Gravity Thrust, and undo Enhancement. This is going to take the Ash of War off of the weapon. From here, you can then apply it to your Greatsword and select the Blood Affinity. If you don't have the Greatsword, this is where you can locate it. Return to the base game map. In Caelid, there is going to be an area right over here with a chariot. Go up to it, there is going to be a chest. Open the chest and you'll receive the Greatsword. Now the hard part is over, I will show you the build to acquire maximum damage. For the memorized spells, make sure you have Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength. This is going to increase your physical power. Also, I used the White Mask for the bleed damage. I used Rakshassa's Armor Set for the increased damage in exchange for more damage taken. I'll have a tutorial in the description for that armor set. Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman to reduce damage taken. Rotten Winged Sword Insignia. Lord of Blood's Exaltation for the blood damage. And finally Shard of Alexander. In my Wondrous Physic mix, I used the Blood Sucking Crack tier and the Leaden Heart tier. To fully buff your character for max damage, you'll want to use Flame Grant Me Strength, use Golden Vow. Right after that, use your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Dual wield your weapon, and now you can use the Spinning Gravity Thrust once, and if you follow up with another attack, it is going to initiate another one right after. Thank you very much for watching, have an amazing day. Peace.